Hey guys, this is Chubbs, and today I'm going to show you how to make deep water in Doom Builder 2. So what you'll first need to do, I already have a map up here I'm going to show you how to tinker with, but you'll always want to go to New Map and then go to under the game configuration. Instead of Doom or Doom 2, you'll go down to ZDoom and make sure you choose ZDoom, Doom in Hexen format. This gives you access to all the advanced ZDoom features. So, and then you can, once you select this, for example, you can make sure that you have Doom2.wad underneath your resources. You'll probably have to go up to Tools and Configuration and go to your ZDoom, Doom, and Hexen format game configuration, and make sure that you go to Add Resource and point it to your Doom2.wad file, or Doom.wad. I'm assuming works as well. And then you can just choose map 01, so the map numbering system is still the same. Once you create a map, go ahead and do a layout just like this. So in 3D mode, you see that we have the player start, just a regular square room, and we have a swimming pool that goes down, so it's fairly deep. And the first thing you want to do is you can bring the swimming pool up and pay attention to where you want the water level to be. This level right about here looks pretty good, and highlight it and look at what the floor height says. Mine says -16, so I'm going to keep that number in mind, and I'm going to lower it back down to about where I had it. About right there is pretty good. So -16 is the magic number in this case. So go back into regular 2D mode, and we're going to create what's called a dummy sector, and we're going to transfer this sector's properties into our swimming pool. It's like they're going to be linked together, and we're going to just be carrying stuff over from this little square into this big swimming pool here. So this is what a dummy sector is. It's what its purpose is to transfer properties. So the first thing you'll want to do after you've created this square is go into thing mode, place a thing right in the middle of it, and go down to the thing you'll want to place is called ZDoom, and then deep water. So place it right in the middle just as I did. And once you've done this, go into line mode and select just one of these lines, any one, and right click it, and then click this button to pull up the list of actions, and scroll all the way down and go to transfer, and then transfer heights, and go ahead and give it a sector tag of 1. This determines which sector it affects, so give it 1, click OK, and then go to sector mode, highlight your swimming pool, right click it, and give it a tag of 1. So what we've done is we've essentially linked these together. If you go into line mode and highlight your line, as you can see, the swimming pool, the outline of it glows yellow to let you know they're linked. So now go to 3D mode again, and remember that when we brought it up, the number was -16. That's where we wanted the water level to be. Well, we're not going to mess with this. We're going to go over to our dummy sector, and we're going to make its floor -16. So remember what I said earlier, that the heights are going to be transferred from this sector over into here. You're never going to see this dummy sector. It exists just to transfer stuff. And now that we've done this, go ahead, go back into regular mode, and we've pretty much got it done now. And at this time, once you hop into this swimming pool, it will act as if it were water, but we do have one problem. For one, when you're inside it, it'll look just like this. You won't have any blue color, and we're going to add that here in a second. For another, we need to go into your dummy sector. Just go ahead and give it a floor and a ceiling texture of water, just to make it so that when you're in underwater, when you look up, you'll see a water texture above you, as if it's like the surface of the water. You don't have to do that, but it makes it look a lot better in my opinion. And so we're finished with that pretty much. The only thing we have left to do is to add the color of the water, and you're going to do this by writing a very simple script. And I'm going to walk you through this, and I know it's going to be tough to see due to the video, but I'm going to put it in my description as well, so if you can't see it very well, look in the video description. But go up to the upper left hand corner and click this little piece of paper. It's called it says open script editor, so this is basically called the script editor, and you'll see a box pop up, and type this in. Type the pound sign or number sign, include, and then space, quotation, then type zcommon.acs and another quotation. This lets the program know that it's going to include this file here, which includes the set color function that we're going to use. Then press enter a couple times and then type script 1. This is going to be the name of our script. And then open. This tells it to open as soon as the game begins. And then, as you saw me do right there, we're going to put two curly brackets, a closing and or opening and a closing. And then inside these, I'm going to press tab, and right here I'm going to type sector underscore set color, and then we're going to do a opening parentheses, and you'll see that it brings up a helper right there that tells you what you need to put. So the first thing is a tag. This is going to be the dummy sectors tag, because remember, we're going to be transferring properties from the dummy sector into the swimming pool, and I haven't given it a tag, I don't think, so I'm going to type in 2. Remember that we used the tag of 1 for the swimming pool sector, not the dummy sector. So type 2, then do comma, space, and now is when we're going to type in the red, green, blue value. Remember that on the red, green, blue scale, it goes like from 0 up to 255. So the first value is red. I'm going to give it 0 because I don't want the water to have any red in it. The second factor is green, and I want it to be a little green, not a whole lot, so I'm going to give it a value of about 50. Then do comma. The last value is blue. Obviously we're going to go heavy with this, so I'm going to give it about 210. And then we're going to close it, just do a closing parenthesis, and then do a semicolon at the end of the line. And if you want to, you can just above it you can do // and then you can, this is called a comment, you can comment your code. I'm going to say make water blue, and that's pretty much it. Then click this lightning bolt symbol just over the paper, and it says compile script, and as you can see right here, it shows it compiled without errors. So close the script window, and the last step, remember what I was talking about earlier, we haven't given the dummy sector a tag of 2 yet. Well, we're going to do that right now. So go into sector mode, right click the dummy sector, type 2 for its tag, and now what we've essentially done is we've given this a tag of 2. This is what the script is linked to now. So the script is going to make the dummy sector blue, and since the dummy sector is linked to our swimming pool sector, the blue color transfers from the dummy sector into the swimming pool. And I know that's a lot to wrap your head around, but when you do this several times, it's really easy to memorize. So I know this seems tough right now, but it's not bad. So once you test your map now, when you hop in the water, it should act correctly, and this is what it looks like here in 3D mode. As you can see, it doesn't look like deep water. You don't even see the water level, but when you test the game, this is what you'll see.